So Wolves 1, Fulham 0, all but confirming Wolves' 7th place finish, which is a fantastic achievement for a newly promoted team. And we move on to 57 points, which is, again, for a newly promoted team, a significant achievement. And the best performance from a promoted team since Reading back in 2007, so a long-standing record. And a team that we were battling with last year for records in the Championship, of course, as well. A bit of a non-event as well, the game today. Wolves not at their fluid best. However, we have seen them struggle against those teams down the bottom of the table, and it was pleasing to see that we were able to get the job done. We were banging on the door and kicking the door down at some points in the second half, and finally Dendoncker getting that goal. A well-taken goal, a good volley, like a good volley. We don't see those very often anymore. But good play by Doherty to provide that goal. It's just a shame, though, that we didn't take those chances either side. You know, it could have easily been 4 or 5-0 today, the chances that we did have. And hitting the bar in the first half, Jota's shot just wide. Jota's absolute thunderbolt of a shot as well, which was a good save by Rico, the Fulham goalkeeper, just tipping it onto the bar. Really, really controlled the game, although we didn't have much possession. I've just heard the stats. Apparently, we only had 39% possession. Fulham, just looking at them, they're a weird team, a very weird team, because at times they looked okay, but just they can't seem to be able to score goals. They looked okay defensively, but they've got the worst defensive record, I think, in the division. So, you know, we got the job done. This hoodoo about losing to teams in the bottom 6, we've put that to rest a little bit today as well. But we just got to hope that Manchester City win against Leicester on Monday, which I think they will, and then hope that they win the FA Cup as well, and then we will be going into Europe. So we've done all that we can. We can enjoy next Sunday now. There was a little part of me that at the back of my head thinking, if we're going to have to go and pick up something at Anfield to finish 7th, we might not do it. But a lovely way to finish the season at home, and so many memories from this season at home. And it's just been weird to have 2 consecutive seasons that have been fantastic, because of course usually when we get promoted the next season is a struggle, or you know, this has been a unique experience as a Wolves fan to have 2 great seasons, and Nuno rightfully been recognised with his doctorate before the game. Very odd to see a man pick up a doctorate in a tracksuit and trainers. however, you know, really, really pleased for him, and a great accolade. And considering what he's done in 2 years, I think next year is going to be a challenge for him, and I think it's going to be a challenge that he'll succeed in, because the second season syndrome is not an uncommon thing to happen. We've had a really good season this year. We have to make sure that next year we are winning games against the teams down the bottom, because we won't necessarily pick up points against the teams in the top 6 like we have done this year. But equally, we're going to add to this squad. I'll do a video perhaps in the next couple of weeks talking about the players that I would like to see come in, or players that positions that I'd like upgrading. Now's not the time for that. Now's the time for looking back and thinking how great this season has been. I did think it was very strange, the 3 substitutions in the last minute or so. Completely pointless, really, because now there's going to be the question all week about, well, did Max Kilman actually get any minutes in the Premier League, or did Will Norris? Because if those of you who haven't seen it, the game kicked off from a corner. Moutinho moved it a yard to Jota, and the referee's whistle went. Having, you know, that was all that they were on the pitch for. So a little bit disappointing, I think, for them. Also, just a little word on the lap of appreciation, or whatever it was at the end. I remember as a child, the last home game of the season, Sir Jack would often come onto the pitch, or Sir Jack would come onto the pitch and do a little speech and just, you know, reflect on the season. The manager at the time as well would also speak, and then the players would walk around the perimeter of the pitch. It felt a little bit like we weren't. And I know that this issue raised its head last year as well, with the trophy being predominantly shown to the South Bank and the North Bank. But the players didn't walk the perimeter of the pitch, and I know that's being nitpicky, and people are going to be, you know, having a go at me for this, but it didn't feel like a proper lap of appreciation. I've just watched the end of the Cardiff game now, and they straight away at the end of the game, walked around, proper clap and stuff like that. So that was the only disappointment for me today, was that wasn't properly carried out in my mind. But I'm sure that lots of you were perfectly happy with what happened, and in a way, so I don't really care that much. I'm sure that the players will come over to the away fans next week, providing there's no pitch invasion at Anfield, which I don't think there will be because they won't be winning anything. A fantastic season, which we can all enjoy next week at Anfield, safe in the knowledge that we're the best of the rest. And I think that has been the case this season. I think we've shown throughout the season that we're comfortably better than 2/3 of this division, but we're just not quite been consistent enough to break into that top six. And it's so frustrating, because if we'd have picked up points against Huddersfield and Brighton and Burnley and teams down the bottom who we've struggled against, we would be right on Man United's tails in 6th place and looking for a really comfortable route into Europe next year. But it would be a fantastic achievement if we do get into Europe. It's out of our hands now, but I can't wait. People have been asking me over the last couple of weeks, oh, are you going away on holiday anywhere? And I said, genuinely, I'm waiting to see what happens with the Wolves. And if it ends up, a couple of days in Estonia or Azerbaijan or Aberdeen, then that's what my summer holiday will be, because it's been fantastic watching the Wolves over these 2 years now, and it would be a great finale of it to go and watch them play in a European competition. Thank you everybody for watching the videos throughout this season. There'll be one more now at Liverpool, and then that'll be that. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts on everything that I've said, and don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel and put the bell on for regular content. We're nearly at 4,000 subscribers. Let's see if we can do it with this video. Thank you very much, and see you later. Bye bye.